Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to some H1Z1. Now, this is some alpha footage, and I do apologize for this, the quality not being as good as it hoped to be. The reason being because it's from a live stream, and FLV files need to be turned into MP4s and so on and so forth, and the quality is lost a little bit. Even though, you know, the streams are looking pretty good, quality does get to be a little bit less once you render into Sony Vegas and all that. But this is some of the early alpha footage that we get to see out of this game. It is coming out in a couple of weeks. Latest is that it's going to be available for early access on the 29th of April. And it's going to be a $20 buy-in or something like that. So if you want to play the game really early on before everybody else, you need to pay $20. And then eventually the game will come out for free, so you don't actually have to pay for it. Will that take another month? Will it take another week? Will it take 3 months? We don't know. We're yet to see. But one of the important things I wanted to look into this game, the fact that it is a free-to-play game, obviously you're going to think, okay, well, this is definitely going to be pay to win. We've had some bad experience with War Z back in the day, and hopefully this is not going to go that way. Obviously, we know the engine, PlanetSide 2 runs on it, and the devs have said if you can run PlanetSide 2, you can run this better. So that can only be a good thing. Now, one of the things that, like I said, I wanted to mention is the monetizing system into it. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of monetization into the game, and that is the thing that really is going to change how the gameplay works. So one of the things that they actually posted on Reddit was we will be selling wearables. We feel like this will be a good, fair revenue generator. However, we recognize how important finding wearables is in the world, and so you'll be able to find and craft your own loot. So that is a good thing, because they're only selling maybe a hat, maybe a jacket, maybe whatever, something that doesn't really impact your gameplay. Now, the other things, we will not be selling guns, ammo, food, water, i.e. That's a good thing, because it is really something that will imbalance the game early on. So as long as you can't buy any water, you can't buy food, you can't buy guns, you can't buy anything that's going to change how you play this game from somebody who didn't pay anything for it, then that shouldn't be whatsoever a problem. That kind of the whole game, and it would suck in our opinion if we did. That's what they're saying. And I couldn't agree more. Not selling anything that impacts your gameplay, that is absolutely fine. I think you got it right where we wanted it. Now, the next thing, you know, most of these free-to-play games, they will sell bundles. Bundles of, I don't know, have some medicine, have some this, have some whatever in a big box. You could buy it and boom, you've got something. Again, number 3 on the Reddit list here, it is nor will we sell any boosts that will impact the game. So maybe you'll be able to buy some sort of boost, maybe wearables, maybe something like that, but you will not be able to buy anything really fancy that's going to change the gameplay from what I'm playing, and I'm not paying anything from maybe what you're playing and you paid, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 bucks or whatever it is. You're going to have an emote pack. Of course, we'll have the basics for free, but we feel like there is another good idea for revenue, which is fair enough. You can have different emotes, you can pay for that. Character slots feels reasonable. Now, one of the most important things that they really have to get working in the game early on, in my opinion, is getting the character slots right. You have to have a character slot that can switch between servers. You know, back in PlanetSide 2, if you made an account and you played for a couple of weeks on it, then a friend of yours saw you playing and you think, okay, just hop in and we'll play together. As long as you were there with him, telling him he needs to join Masterson, Cobalt, whatever server, and make sure you join that faction, you were not able to switch servers. So that's one of the most important things you really need to get working early on in the game. As long as you can have maybe multiple characters on different servers and how servers work and how everything is yet to be found out, I think that's going to be one of the most important things to learn early in the game. Now, we did get to have a look at a little bit of a gameplay. We saw the zombies. Well, they're not running as they should do, but they're not ready yet to be running what they are. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is, will you be able to lock all these doors? I really wanted to see what kind of defenses will you have towards your house. Obviously, you've built yourself a shack, then what's next? What can I do to defend my own keep? Will I be able to store stuff inside it? Will I be able to build me a box or something inside? Will I be able to have some sort of safe where I can keep my loot? Well, we're all going to see that, because apparently they're doing a 12-hour stream pretty soon, so the link is in the description if you want to check that out. we got to see quite a few interesting things, and obviously they're going to have another stream and another stream before the actual game comes out. But we saw the buildings, we saw how the buildings work. There's a bit of news going around that you can just burn a building down, you can bar up whole towns, you can create a whole town if you want to, and that is cool. That's what you want. You know, I have a lot of friends having a little settlement on their own, barring it up, not letting everybody in, defending it, surviving, and just having fun with your friends. That's what it's all about. Now, we also get to see the day and night cycle. It looks really cool. Obviously, this is sped up for them because they are using the dev hacks, as they're calling them. And obviously, they're just showing us how everything works. But night looks really, really, really dark. And it's going to be really scary when it gets to darkness. How will it be? Will it be a 24-hour thing like it used to be back in the old days in DayZ, where you had a 24-hour server? You can play till like 8 o'clock at night, then boom, it's going to be night till early in the morning. Will the servers in the European Union, in Europe and the US, will be different? So maybe everybody from the US will hop into US EU servers, and everybody from EU will hop into US servers at night. We don't really know how that's going to be fully addressed yet. We still have an idea what everything's going to be implemented. Obviously, we're going to see a lot more building. We're going to see a lot more building materials, what you need to get and how you need to do it, how you can build, how you can craft, what loot you can find. There's still a lot of things that we still have to see from the game. But what I see so far, and the devs' attitude towards the game, just looks really good. And I think if they get it right and they don't sell weapons, they don't sell guns, they don't sell anything like that, I think this could be one of the best games coming out this year, because we really wanted something to get us into the zombie mode. I know DayZ Standalone came out and it's a huge disappointment to a lot of people, and it's not disappointing because the game itself, but it's just the lack of updates, the lack of not being able to do nothing in the game. You can see there's a little bit of loot inside that truck, so you can get some wood and start crafting stuff. You can make yourself a little house. You can see the players there. At night, you do have a torch, and I'm hoping and I'm presuming you can probably find some sort of chem light. Maybe you can create a fire. I don't know about MVGs like you'd say. You think of DayZ, because it's not a militarized game, so technically you can only find that in armor. But you never know. The devs might add it at some point. But as it is, I think it's going to be torch. It's going to be fire barrels. There's going to be lights in the middle of the woods, and it's going to be pretty cool when it comes out. Now, myself, yes, I'm going to be getting the game early on when it comes out, so I can bring you some footage and some gameplay of it. But I want to know what you guys think about the game. What would you like to see happen in the game? What's the major things you think, okay, you cannot do this game without having this, without having that? What are the things you really hope to see in the game before it gets released? And bear in mind that because the devs are saying that you'll not be able to buy the really important things, which is going to impact your gameplay, I think this could be a really great game, especially with the frames that you're going to get in this game, because we all know Arma 2, DayZ, it's all clunky when it comes to frames, and the Arma 2 engine for DayZ was not really the best engine for us to be playing a zombie survival game, but this looks to be it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to rate it, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Out.